Hello friends, in this lecture we will know how to create draft in the geometry. So to create the draft, first of all we need to insert a geometry. So I go to file option and click on open, and from the project file click on this file, that is draft 2. Select this file and click on open, and then go to ground view and then drag this. Now in this draft geometry we can see we have created a pad. So first of all, we are going to insert draft into this pad. So I go to this draft option, click on this arrow, we can see multiple types of draft. We have draft angle, then draft reflect line, and then variable draft. So I am going to start with this draft angle. So click on this draft and then let's drag the mouse. So in the draft option, we can see we have two types of draft, constant and variable. So with the help of draft tool, we can insert inclination to any face. So to understand this, now we can set the value of angle. First of all, we need to select the face to draft. Let's say I select this top face, and then we need to select the neutral element. So this element or this face will work as a reference. So let's click on this selection window. Now we can select any edge or any face. So I am going to select this face as a reference face. Click on this face, and now we can see with respect to this face we can provide the angle of inclination. So let's increase this value. Take this value 15 and then click on preview and click OK. Now from this view we can see the face has been inclined to an angle of 15 degree. So let's undo this, click on this undo, and then once again go to draft tool, and then this time I will select different faces to create a draft. So I select the side faces, so select multiple faces at a single time. So the faces that are selected are highlighting in this red color. So I am going to select all the faces like this. So I have selected all the faces which I want to create the draft, and then we need to select the reference edge. So click on this window and then click on this top face. So this top face will work as a pull direction. And then in the propagation we have smooth. So if we have any curvature feature, we can select this option of smooth. So right now it is none. And then insert this value of angle, that is 15 degree. Click on preview and click OK. Now we can see we have inserted draft in all the faces. So go to this model tree, click on this draft 1 option. So make a double click on this. In this draft, if I click on this option of more, we have one more option that is called define parting element. And then we have second option that is called limiting element. So we are going to learn about this limiting element. So click on this window, select this first plane and then select the second plane. So these arrows are highlighting the direction of limiting element. So click on this preview and click on OK. So we need to reverse the direction of this arrow. Just make a click on this direction. Now we can see, now it is showing the limiting element between these two planes. Click on OK. So now we can see the draft is created only between these two surfaces or these two planes. Okay, so that is the use of this limiting option. So one more feature in the draft tool is creating the variable draft. So I click on this draft, make a right click and click on delete and click OK. So I delete all the draft and then go to this draft tool. We can select this variable draft, or we can select this variable draft from this top menu, variable. So in this we can define different angle for different points. So let's rotate this, and then we need to select the face. So I select this top face and then this side face as a neutral element. And now we can see draft value is highlighting at 2 points. So if I make a double click on this, I can insert this value 20, click OK, And then we can also select the draft for this point. So make a double click on this. So let's take this value 15 and click OK. So now we have two different values of the draft. So click on this preview and click OK. Now we can see in this geometry, we have a variable draft. So to make some more changes into this draft, make a double click on this and then go to this point option. So right now it is showing 2 points. So we can insert some more point into this. Just click on this bag icon and then it is showing the point. So we can make a right click on this and then click on create point. And then we can create this point by using the coordinate, or I can select any point inside this. So select any point and click OK. So now I have inserted one more point, click OK, and then I can insert some different value of the radius. So I can make a double click on this. Let's say I take this value 25 and click OK. Click OK once again. And now in this way I can create the variable draft.